intelligence network and COVIN systems that digitize India's vaccine supply chain across all the government health centers in the country. He leads on a program portfolio that focuses on digital health, COVID 19 vaccine delivery, maternal and child health, HIV, and non communicable diseases, along with developing scalable, innovative programs on tribal welfare, social protection for the vulnerable population, and transgender welfare. He is a medical doctor holding an MD degree in community medicine from Delhi University and has over 20 years of experience in the humanitarian field, including working in emergency medicine, emergency medicine, emergency medicine, emergency medicine,
Dr. Manish Pant, are you there? Okay, I got the message from Dr. Manish Pant that he is experiencing the technical error in the entering to the Cisco platform. So for the interest of time, let me.
Yes, I am here.
Okay, very good.
I'm muted by the host, so now I can.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. I wish to extend a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries and participants for today's launch. It's a very proud moment for us at UNDP. I would like to begin by welcoming Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad Sangma. Very warm welcome to you, sir, and we are very happy to have you inaugurating the plan today. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to His Excellency, Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India. Very warm welcome on behalf of UNDP, sir. We are very happy to have you join this inauguration. I also would like to welcome Dr. Sanjay Roy, Director Medical Education, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for this event. Extending a very warm welcome to Shri Ram Singh, Deputy Commissioner of West Garo Hills. I would also like to welcome Ms. SHOKO NODA, the resident representative of UNDP India. A very warm welcome to you, SHOKO. Also welcoming Mr. John Borgwari, our regional head of Northeast in UNDP Guwahati, based out of Guwahati office. My colleagues from the health unit who are currently supporting the work in Meghalaya, Akash Malik, Abhimanyu Saxena, Igum, and Sanjeev Mishra, and all the dignitaries and invitees for the event. Once again, please allow me to welcome you for this very, very momentous and happy occasion. And with that, I hand over to Mr. Ram Singh for his remarks. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much, Shri Conrad K. Sangma ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and Chief Guest for this event. Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, Honorable Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India. UNDP Resident Representative Mr. SHOKO NODA, Dr. Manish Pant, Regional Head of UNDP, Mr. John, who has come over here with his entire team, and my dear colleagues from the health department who are over here for this inauguration of oxygen generation plant. I think this is a day which, and not only Tura, but entire Garo Hills has been looking forward to. We had we are still in the midst of pandemic because cases are still not going down, and this is a very right time that we are getting this 500 lpm oxygen plant for the entire our civil hospital of Tura, which is a referral center for entire Garo Hills. So I thank people of Japan, UNDP, and especially our Honorable Chief Minister Shri Conrad K. Sangma that due to his very ceaseless effort, the kind of the effort he has put in, during all these days by providing special monitoring team from Shillong who has come all the way and who were stationed over here, and by coordinating and ensuring that with all the stakeholders that we are getting this 500 LPM plant in a very very record time. And I hope that we will this will be definitely a game changer for our handling of pandemic for entire Garo Hills also. And also there are few news about third wave, etc. So I think this is a huge relief for all of us. We have been so far using oxygen cylinders, refilling, etc. So there has been a lot of logistic issues also, although we are trying to ensuring that it goes smooth. But then getting our own oxygen plant is a big relief, psychological relief for the Garo Hills people of Garo Hills also. And once again I thank all the three people I have mentioned, our Honorable Chief Minister, UNDP, and people of Japan for dedicating this oxygen plant for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Commissioner, sir. We shall now have an overview of the UNDP COVID 19 response by Ms. Shoko Noda. Ms. Shoko Noda has been UNDP resident representative in India since May 2019, when she took charge of one of UNDP's largest country programs globally. She leads country office activities on localizing the Sustainable Development Goals, climate action and biodiversity conservation, digital health and governance, and skilling. She is also a strong advocate for gender equality. Between October 2014 and April 2019, she was UN Resident Coordinator and UNDP Resident Representative in the Maldives, effectively engaging key national interlocutors, political parties, human rights defenders, and UN member states. Ms. Noda was pivotal in taking forward both the development agenda and political dialogue during the crucial transitional post-election period. Prior to that, Ms. Noda led UNDP's country offices in Nepal and Mongolia. Through the course of her international career with the UN, Ms. Noda has served in diverse and challenging contexts across many geographies from Pakistan to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, Kosovo, and Tajikistan. Ms. Noda's working career began in 1995 as a researcher in the Behavioral Sciences Department with the Mitsubishi Research Institute in Tokyo. Holds a BA and an MA in political science from Kyoto University, Japan. Ms. Noda.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. My voice is echoing. No. So Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Mr. Sangma, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan, science of oxygen plants. Very encouraging. They help us all to keep on track and get these plants up and running in a very short span of time. UNDP and I'm sure all partners here are proud to be associated with your government for the recovery planning, and I assure you of UNDP's continued support. Welfare for variable guidance and support in setting up the oxygen generation plants. UNDP is committed to supporting the government of India to alleviate the crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, this entire work would not have been possible without the most generous support from the government and the people of Japan. We are most grateful for this successful partnership to provide this vital support to Meghalaya at the time when it is needed most. So thank you very much, Ambassador Suzuki and all the colleagues in the embassy. The COVID pandemic has brought upon us a healthcare crisis that we have never seen before in our lifetime. But it has also brought the world closer together. We have seen everybody from countries and corporates to ordinary citizens and even complete strangers help each other get through this unprecedented crisis. It is during such challenging times that partnerships and collaboration become very critical in saving lives. The oxygen generation plants are the testimony to this reality. The plants installed in the hospitals of Tura, Jowai, and Nongpo have a total oxygen production capacity of around 800 liters per minute and will support over 450 hospital beds. This will ensure uninterrupted flow of oxygen for people of these areas and also help them have better help them better prepare for future crises. Ever since the pandemic hit last year, UNDP has been working very closely with the national and state governments to strengthen health systems in Meghalaya. The Electronic Vaccine Intelligence Network, so-called EVEN, supported by UNDP, was used to track 12 COVID essential health commodities so that the state's government could efficiently provide the necessary relief response to the people. We also trained about 400 vaccine handlers in the states on the usage of EVEN. The entire supply chain of vaccines with information on their stocks and storage temperatures have been digitalized. This has helped the government officers and health staff to take timely and informed decisions regarding vaccine supplies. All 198 vaccine storage points in the 11 districts of the state, Meghalaya state, now regularly use EVEN to record vaccine data. Along with this, our UNDP teams in the state and the district have been providing implementation and capacity building support for the rollout and implementation of COVID in the state. The systems that we are setting up in place today go beyond just addressing the current crisis. The EVEN platform has helped to also improve immunization coverage in the states by making sure the right quantities for children, for pregnant women, and everybody. EVEN and oxygen generation plants will ensure that every single person in Meghalaya has access to better health care for years to come. UNDP will continue to work with the state government to fight against the COVID-19 for all the people of the state. So once again, thank you very much.
Ms. SHOKO NODA. Before we move on with our program, I would like to request all our panelists to kindly turn on their cameras and also to look into their cameras for screen grab. And also, I would like to ask our camera person to kindly focus on our Honorable Chief Minister for a screen capture. We shall now move on with our program. We will now have the video played on the oxygen generator plants that's been set up. Thank you. His Excellency SUZUKI SATOSHI, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan, Mr. SUZUKI, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the year 1984, after which he was first Secretary, Embassy of Japan in the United Kingdom. He was also Counselor, Embassy of Japan in the United Kingdom, Counselor, Embassy of Japan in Indonesia, Director, Non-Proliferation, Science and Nuclear Energy Division, Disarmament, Non-Proliferation and Science Department, Executive Assistant to the Chief Cabinet Secretary. He was also Director, First Division, Intelligence and Analysis Service. He was Minister, Permanent Mission of Japan to the international organizations in Vienna, Special Assistant to the Director General, International Atomic Energy.
Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of the State of Meghalaya, Ms. SHOKO NODA, President Representative, UNDP India, distinguished guests and participants. Good morning and namaskar to you all. Today I'm very delighted to witness the handover of oxygen generating plants to the people of Meghalaya from the people of Japan with the partnership with UNDP. The oxygen the UNDP India for its professional work. I just saw a video clip. A plant has been neatly planted, installed, and I'm very grateful for that. Dear friends, we are just coming out of a second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic here in India. It's been a difficult time for us all. We feel very sad to see some our family and friends being affected by the pandemic, and in some cases, losing their lives. Throughout this hardship, Japan stood with India, our friend and partner, by providing the necessary emergency assistance. We provided thousands of ventilators and oxygen concentrators, hoping that they would save as many lives as possible across India. But Japan is not just a partner for the emergency. We are partners that are here to stay. We are constantly working with India for sustainable long-term development. In the healthcare sector, the plans are a good example of this. They will significantly boost India's in the fight against the COVID-19 in the future. But that's it. Will be better prepared. Converge. In that sense, Northeast has a special strategic significance for us. But aside from this strategic viewpoint, the Japanese people feel a special historical and cultural closeness towards the Northeast. For example, I understand Meghalaya hosts International Cherry Blossom Festival in Ceylon in November. We share the same affection for the beauty of cherry blossoms. I'm very much looking forward to a chance to visit and to join the festival once the current pandemic situation ameliorates. We are always happy to extend assistance to the Northeast, such as the ones we are handing over today. I hope that these oxygen generating plants will serve well and help as many Meghalayan people as possible for a long time to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India. We shall now have the keynote address by Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Conrad K. Sangma.
His Excellency, Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India, Ms. SHOKO NODA, the resident representative of the UNDP, Dr. Manish Pant, the head Health and Governance UNDP, all the other officials who have joined us from UNDP, and also the officials of the Health Department of Government of Meghalaya, our Deputy Commissioner, and all the friends who are part of this very, very important program that we're having today. I would like to, first of all, thank His Excellency. Really wonderful to see you again. We had met in a very close dinner about 6 months or about 1 year I don't really nice to see you again. Management that we're doing, enabling the state of Meghalaya to fight this COVID situation in a much more stronger way. As was mentioned by His Excellency, the relationship with Japan and India has been growing from strength to strength. In many occasions, our honorable prime ministers have expressed the desire for the two nations to always work together, and many areas of collaboration are taking place even today. Whether it's agriculture, whether it's tourism, especially in the area of infrastructure, road development, and also now we are seeing manpower also from the Northeast being sent to different parts of Japan. Just recently, I had a meeting with some skill providers who are looking at training some of our nurses, teaching them Japanese, and being sent to Japan for healthcare work. So therefore, this relationship is something which we have seen has always been strong. And in situations and difficult times like these, when we face crisis, the true nature of our relationship comes out. And when we face difficult times like these, we know who our true friends are. In difficult times like these, this particular situation and strengthens the relationship of Japan and India. And I'm sure that these relationships will go on in the future, and we will see more such collaborations and more work that we will do together to help each other and to build up the bond that we have developed till now. These difficult times of COVID-19 have been very, very challenging. In the last few months, in the second wave, we have seen a large number of lives that have been lost. We have seen that the healthcare system has been challenged to the maximum. But I must tell you, and I put it on record, that the way the people, especially our health sector, our health workers, and all the frontline workers have really stood up to the challenge and really performed beyond what was required and beyond what was expected, has really helped us to face and to overcome this very, very difficult situation. I hope that in the coming days, the numbers will go down. I'm very positive that our team has been working very hard, and therefore we do expect that things will improve. And we really do hope that after the vaccination program, which is again going on in a very aggressive manner, we expect that the numbers will come down further. And we hope that in the future, even if there is a third wave, which we cannot completely wipe out, but even if there is one, after all the work, efforts, and especially the kind of investment that is being made, we are hopeful that we'll be able to face the challenges in a much better manner in the future. I again would like to thank the UNDP, the entire team that has ensured that these plants have come up in a record time. As was mentioned by the DC, this kind of work takes a lot of time, but the department, the contractors, the UNDP officials have worked 24/7 without even stopping for a moment. And that is how, in record time, we have been able to set up these plants. So once again, I would like to thank the entire officials of the health department, the district administration, the contractors, and especially the people of Japan and the UNDP for all the efforts that have been put in and for all the contributions and support that you have given to the people of Meghalaya and to the government of Meghalaya. With these words, I once again thank each and every one of you, and may God bless each and every one of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Conrad K. Sangma. With permission from our Honorable Chief Minister, we shall now have the launch of the oxygen generation plants. And this shall be a joint launch by our Honorable Chief Minister, the Embassy of Japan to India, and UNDP. Thank you very much. We're coming towards the end of our program, and now we shall have the vote of thanks by Mr. John Borgoreri, Regional Head, UNDP.
Distinguished dignitaries, Sri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, His Excellency Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India, Ms. SHOKO NODA, Resident Representative UNDP in India, Dr. Sanjay Roy, Director Medical Education from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Mr. Ram Singh, Deputy Commissioner of West Garo Hills, respected guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to have been asked to propose this vote of thanks. I, on behalf of UNDP, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all the dignitaries, guests, ladies and gentlemen, for gracing this occasion. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister for taking out time to launch this plant despite his busy schedule. I would also like to take this opportunity to place on record our thanks to His Excellency Mr. Suzuki Satoshi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India, and the people of Japan for the support provided during this critical time of pandemic. I would also like to thank the state government of Meghalaya, particularly the DC and his officers, management and the staff of civil hospital here, Jason and his team from Roxki for making these arrangements so that this launch was possible. I would also like to thank my colleagues from UNDP, SHOKO NODA, Manish and his team for all the hard work put in. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank representatives from the media and press for their coverage and participation. Thank you. Thanks everyone for the participation.
Thank you, sir. And with that, we've come to the end of our Thank you. We shall now have a visit to the plant by our Honorable Chief Minister and briefing at the hospital by the state, even and country office team. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. はい、どうも失礼します。